and this is my friend Ingrid, and today we're going to be talking to you a little bit about our podcast that we do together every single month, switching back and forth on our two channels. She'll be doing a preview for the month of the stuff we'll be talking about on our podcast, and then I will be doing one. So it's my turn to have the Ladies Who Lunch preview on my channel. Ingrid, I feel like I should let you say hi or something.
Hello everybody. I have this like urge to bring in that photo that's
oh my god, that's such a good idea.
Okay,
go get it. I have this blown up picture of us that was from our first Ladies Who Lunch photo shoot a little over a year ago. And it's just sitting in my living room.
Hello!
I used to have blonde hair. Ingrid kind of looks the same.
I know, we could like put it behind us.
Just like set it up. This is like
past selves with present
yeah,
selves.
we can just leave that there.
That was a fun shoot because there was so much food, junk food specifically. And I love this shot because this is supposed to be a martini and it's
just
not
water.
actually vodka, it's water, but it's like splashing out at the glass, which I think is really cool. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that in.
Now we've got our set done. So this month's theme is reconciliation on our podcast, and we're gonna be talking about things like reconciling with reconciling with an ex, reconciling with like a family member, or just how to say sorry in general, and people that have a hard time saying they're sorry, people have a hard time hearing I'm sorry, and just there's all sorts of places you can go with this. But our podcast is mostly led by your letters, and you guys email us all the time, HeyLadiesWhoLunch@gmail.com, and we want to hear from you about this stuff.
Yeah, because we recently did kind of like a reflection episode where we read letters that we received in response to episodes that have already aired, and you guys gave some really great feedback, and your feedback is really important to us because it really does help make our podcast better, and it brings everybody in, and I think that it makes it more of a community because, you know, we don't want to just be talking at you guys. We really want this to be a safe space for conversation, and we thought that reconciliation would be a really interesting theme for this month because there's so much to talk about. It can be really tricky if you like get back together with an ex or a friend, or if there's some kind of, you know, blow up with a family or tension there, and then you end up coming back together. It really is a process, and it's not, you know, you go from A to B. It's like A, part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I mean, and there's so many things that go into working it out with someone. Like, you have to like humble yourself and like admit like where you were wrong, and you can't just like blame someone. And no matter what happens in a friendship or like a family relationship or a relationship, there's always two sides of like what's going on, and so many times we think we're the ones that's like justified in our actions, but if we really like think back and look at ourselves like objectively, then it's like, oh shit.
You can usually always pinpoint something that probably wasn't so great that you did on your end, and I think that that is a big part of just personal growth and evolution, is being able to step into that and take responsibility for those things. But that being said, it doesn't make saying I'm sorry any easier, and I think that that is something that I've noticed. It has been hard for me at certain periods in my life, and I've noticed that it is really difficult for other people too.
And then there's like me, or it's like it's so easy for me to say I'm sorry. Like the second I screw up, I'm like, oh my god, let me fix this immediately. Like I really screwed up. And like it's tough because there's people like that are the complete opposite of that, and when I'm friends with those people and it's so easy for me to apologize to them but they won't apologize to me, then I get mad again, and I'm like, wait, like I just apologized, now it's your turn. Like that's how it works.
I remember not too long ago, I remember in a text message you were like, why we're gonna stay friends, because we had gotten in not like a fight, but
a misunderstanding and
and I had to take responsibility for something that I did that I wasn't, like I shouldn't have done it. So I said that I'm sorry and that I didn't set out to hurt Kat. And Kat's response was like, see, this is why we're gonna be
like, she apologized and I was like, okay, we're good. it. Like, that's all it needed to hear. And she was like, that's all I needed to hear. And it's crazy because like relationships, no matter who you are in relationship with, you're gonna have issues. And sometimes it's bigger blow-ups than others. And that's, I think, something we would love to dive into if you've had like a really serious situation. Maybe you tried to reconcile something with someone, or maybe you're continuing to try, or maybe you have a parent that's trying to get back into your life that you just are very guarded about and you're unsure. Those are the types of stories we want to hear about. But also we're going to be talking about some things that are a little bit more lighthearted, like why do you say sorry when someone bumps into you on the street?
Yeah.
It's like, why do we do that? Or like if you're getting on an elevator and somebody's like getting on, you're just like, oh, sorry. It's like, why do we say the word sorry there?
Just like in social interactions where you don't have to say you're sorry, especially I love the example of, you know, somebody just ramming into you, like full on just like bumping into you, and then you're the one that says sorry when you were just walking down the street. It's just interesting. So I think that would be something that would be kind of fun to dig into and just discover the reasons why we do those things.
Like, and what types of people do that, and like, and then that was so interesting.
You know, like the passive aggressive way of saying sorry. And yeah, there's so many different ways in which we say sorry, and they don't always mean I'm sorry in an apologetic way. And speaking of apologizing, something that I personally am interested to dig into, if anybody has any stories related to this, is apologizing as women. I think it's very apparent in the way that we speak on a daily basis, in the way that we act just culturally and socially. We as women are taught to apologize for things that we don't have to apologize for. And so if anybody has any experiences with that or is currently really struggling with that, we would love to hear about it.
Yep. And you can, again, as I said, email us at HeyLadiesWhoLunch@gmail.com. We'll be doing this theme for the whole month, so you don't have to get your letter in like right away. We like to do this preview so it can give you more time to construct your letters in like a thoughtful, meaningful way, so you don't feel like, oh, I just saw a tweet and they're recording right now and I don't have time to write a letter because I'm at work. So we're hoping that this preview every month at the beginning of the month will just give you guys some time. And
we definitely noticed that with the letters that we received the previous month after doing a preview. It just seemed like people had more time to sit and write to us, and we really love that because that means that we're getting more information from you, and then we can share more information back. And it's just a really special experience because a lot of the things that you guys write into us about are very scary or very personal, and you are being really vulnerable with us, and we really appreciate it. It's something that has continued to just be more and more special as the months pass, and I feel like the relationship has just been getting deeper, and we love reading your letters. Thank you to everybody who has written into us up to this point, and thank you in advance to everybody who's about to write in.
Yes, I think that wraps this up. If you haven't checked out our podcast before, please listen to it. It's my absolute favorite thing that I work on during the week, and I'm very proud of it. We're proud of it. We love it. We love doing it, and we just hope you like it as well. So please check it out if you haven't already. And if you also haven't done this, if you could just take 5 minutes and leave us a review and a rating on iTunes, because that also really helps boost our podcast to more people. So yeah, okay, I think that's it. Check out Ingrid's channel if you haven't seen it, and
we'll see you on the internet, on our podcast, you know, all everywhere.
Okay, bye.
Bye.